So obviously my name is Larry Blight. I'm part of the Menang community. My family are Coins. I've been so fortunate over many years growing up. My grandfather, my grandmother, my uncles, my aunties, other elders, they showed me all the different aspects of the bush foods, medicine plants, our animals, our trees, and certainly archaeology I've been involved in the last 20 odd years as well. So everything that I've learnt, my role then is to pass on that knowledge to others, Indigenous and non-Indigenous, our wider community. In today's age, everything is so heavily, it revolves around our environment and what we have left of it. And so it's vitally important, I think, that we show lots of different people the beautiful aspects of this nature, how fragile it is, and how we need to keep looking after what we have left here. I guess we are here surrounded predominantly by the she oak. Quail is one of the names for our she oak tree. And we certainly know in places where we have the she oak, we have lots of the needles that you see dropping below us here. And we know that lots of people have been born here, lots of little babies have been born on this patch, on this little hill overlooking what was once a wetland only 200 years ago. This was a significant area for births, predominantly because of the she oak. We also have some munjar tree just down below us, our Christmas tree, our spirit tree. By no means should they ever be touched or disturbed. Some of our community have also suggested that where our Christmas trees are, we have burials very close by as well. Down by the very bottom of this hill, where we now have roads, there is soft sand, and what was once a beautiful wetlands. We feel that there were burials probably down by the bottom end of this Yakamia Hill area here as well. So this place has been significant for our Menang people for many, many thousands and thousands of years. What's left of it, we've seen people coming through here today, just walking their dogs, walking their children, just walking themselves. It's medicine. Every part of this here is good for our health. It's also very critical, very important for our wildlife that we have left here as well. So we're also here today in this remnant bit of bush. It's only a small area, there's only a few hectares here. It is vitally important for our animals, our plants. We have very rare threatened orchids through here. The western ringtail possum, the noya, critically endangered. We have a remnant population of those through here. This place had been well maintained and sustained by Indigenous people for many, many thousands of years, well over 50,000 years in just this region itself. Over that time, we've seen multiple changes in our landscapes, but we maintained it. We looked after it. We were sustainable with everything. And we have been doing that up until the last 100, 150 years. This little patch of bush is now under serious threat. Just opposite us, we have a couple of hectares of remnant bush, and we've seen racehorse goanna in here, a carder. We think there's a little burrow in there that it's living in. We've also got some very rare trees here, the munna wattle, that doesn't come from here. We feel that they were planted here by another group from inland many generations ago, and their descendants are still growing here today. But this is all threatened. There is a plan to put a road right through the middle of this bit of remnant bush, and in fact where we are standing here right now, 17 metres back behind me, this is all going to be cleared to make a fire break for this existing property behind us, which is also under threat of being seriously developed for 20 odd units very, very shortly. We cannot keep doing this. We've already lost enough bush in the Albany region as it is. It's no surprise that even Albany nowadays is getting hotter and hotter. It's becoming more and more humid. I believe we have lost 65% of our vegetation here since settlement. So we've only got about 35% remnant vegetation left. The rate that the City of Albany are going with all this, we will soon have very few bush remnants left. This place needs this place. It needs the bush. Our animals need it. We as people also need it. It's been a significant site for many, many thousands of years, and we need to maintain what's left of some of this little bits of remnant bush. Albany used to be such a leafy little town only 30 years ago. Nowadays, where we once had beautiful bush like this, it's all been cleared and literally felled, clear felled, nothing left there at all, except now we have houses, and it's getting hotter and hotter. And what happens to our animals? It's very stressful. We have always maintained, we all have our totems, whether it's a plant or an animal or a tree or a waterway. And for many of us, our totems, in some cases, our totems are going to fade off into the dreaming. They will no longer exist, as some of our animals have already disappeared. For us, that is tragic. And we want to keep some of this remnant bush for future generations to enjoy and maintain it, as we have been doing here for many thousands of years. It needs to stop. There's enough being cleared already. We have enough cleared land that is being totally ignored for housing. Instead, they choose to want to clear these little remnant patches. I really am at a loss as to why they would want to do that. So anyway, we will keep persevering and we will keep trying to enjoy this beautiful bush, and we hope that we can keep this going, maintaining it for many generations to still come. Today, in today's world, we know we need to cool the planet down. We need to start to replant trees. Otherwise, there's going to be nothing left. 50 years, I doubt whether humans will even survive, or anyone will survive at the rate we're going. I don't understand. There is enough industry already. We have enough mines already. We do not need any more mining. And you know, we need to maintain what's left here. There are better ways than trying to clear fell everything for development. So let's just keep fighting.